It started as a day race, now it runs at night. Welcome to the Bahrain International Circuit, and welcome to the Bahrain Grand Prix. We go racing today around the 3.36 miles of the magnificent Bahrain International Circuit, with 15 corners and 2 good passing opportunities into turns 1 and 4. Keep an eye out for drivers locking the front left tyre into the tricky braking zone of turn 10. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. An immense lap from Lewis Hamilton yesterday puts him on pole position. And starting next to them is George Russell. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Piastri, Tsunoda, Max Verstappen and Leclerc, Antonelli, Norris, Fernando Alonso and Liam Lawson, Stroll, Sainz, Alex Albon and Hadjar, Hülkenberg, Behrman, Esteban Ocon and Franco Colapinto. Gasly and Gabriel Bortoleto rounds off the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track. And alongside me today, a man who I'm always pleased to see join me in the commentary box, Anthony Davidson. I know what we've got to do before the start of today's race, but what about our driver? What do the final hours look like for them?
Well, for them, you've got your pre-race rituals that you go through. You see different drivers that, some have got their headphones on, they're listening to the music. Some drivers really absorb the energy from the crowd and they're there waving to them. Other drivers, they go within themselves. They chat to their engineers, absorbing that information, that vital information that you need to carry you through the race. And, those pre-race rituals are essential to making things systematic. We do a lot of Grand Prix in a season, and the more systematic you can be, the easier you are within that environment.
Radio check, please. Radio check.
Radio check, I can hear you well.
Norris just ahead. Push for the position. Keep an eye on the lights. The start sequence will begin as soon as the grid is formed. Be ready with the clutch. It's Hamilton ahead. Conditions look stable at the moment, no rain currently expected. Dries definitely seem like the fastest tyre at the moment. Good work, we're in P4. Hamilton's ahead of you. Okay, gap to leader, 2.6 seconds. They're on fresh softs. Verstappen behind you now. Less than a second separates you. They're on fresh softs. Your pit window opens in 5 laps time. 5 laps. 13 laps to go. And Verstappen's behind. They're on fresh softs. Their tyres are just 1 lap old. We think they've got 1 more stop. The car behind has some damage to its front wing, but pace is currently unaffected. Time last lap, 1 minute 40.8. fourth position. You're in fourth position. It's Hamilton ahead. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 4.1 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Okay, Sonoda's behind you. Okay, they're on old softs. Our gap to first place, 5.3 seconds. Your pit window is going to open in 3 laps time. Pit window opens in 3 laps. And 11 laps to go. Good work, we're in P4. That's Russell just ahead. Push for the position. Okay, gap to the car ahead, 7.0 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Sonoda behind. Okay, they're on old softs. Okay, so gap to the leader, 8.1 seconds. And your pit window opens in 2 laps time. Okay, we're into the last 10 laps now. Okay, Sonoda's behind you. Okay, they're on old softs. Okay, they've got 4 laps on their tyres. We think they've got 1 more stop. And the time last lap, 1:35.8. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 3.1 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. They're in 10th place. Time last lap, 1:37.6. Okay, your pit window opens next lap. Your pit window is open, pit window currently open. Right, let's have you in at the end of this lap, please. Lance is in for his stop. P12, you got P12. The distance to the leader, 35.0 seconds. Okay, that's Bearman ahead. Okay, gap to the car in front, 4.6 seconds. They're on old mediums. Verstappen behind you now. Okay, the gap is less than a second. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. That's P5, you're in P5. Sonoda's ahead of you. Less than a second separates you. They're on fresh mediums. Leclerc behind. They're on fresh mediums. Okay, gap to leader, 14.7 seconds. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. Okay, just 5 laps until the end. Gap to your teammate behind, 4.7 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. They're in 10th place. And the time last lap, 1:57.4. Sonoda behind. They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are 2 laps old. Time last lap, 1:36.2. Right, so far, our best lap, 1:35.4. Fourth position, you're in 4th position. Russell's ahead of you now. Okay, gap ahead, 16.4 seconds. They're on old mediums. Okay, Sonoda's behind you. Okay, the gap is less than a second. They're on fresh mediums. Our gap to first place, 19.5 seconds. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go. Come on, just 3 laps to go. 3 laps. Mind that front wing, it's going to need replacing if it takes too much damage. Systems all looking good, head down. You've got 11th, that's 11th place. Gasly's ahead of you, less than a second separates you. They're on old mediums. Okay, Sainz is behind you. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Okay, so gap to the leader, 30.0 seconds. Okay, final lap, let's go, final lap.
Yeah, everything was on the wrong side today.
And an award-winning day for Oscar Piastri as he takes the checkered flag and wins.
To witness such mastery of these conditions, these changeable conditions that we saw today, is very impressive indeed. So a huge congratulations to this driver for taking victory today.
From lights out to the checkered flag, this is what they're racing for. It's points and a trip to the podium. And your winner today, the man from down under, congratulations, Oscar Piastri.